Good morning, everyone. This is Robert, aka Bobby Ray. Um, on behalf of the Sears family, Victoria, Harper, Kendall, and myself, I wanted to take a quick moment to provide an update. Thank everyone for the incredible generosity on so many levels. First and foremost, the girls are doing incredibly well. Anyone that knows me will agree that I always say it's easier to show strength when times are good. The pressure's low. It's all cupcakes and rainbows. It's when adversity, challenge, and hardship arise that bring out true character. And that said, I cannot be more proud of my wife, Victoria. Um, they stepped up. Victoria displayed poise under pressure that I can only describe as heroic. And she was under a level of pressure that most people, including myself, cannot even fathom. Her strength and passion is downright inspiring, and I love her more than words can express. Anyone can give up, and it's one of the easiest things in the world to do. But to hold it together when everyone expects you to fall apart and crumble and collapse, that's true strength. And there's no question that Victoria is my hero, and I'm incredibly proud of her. So, how's my recovery going? Well, I'd say it's definitely been a long road, full of ups and downs, obstacles, trials, tribulations, you name it. There's no question about it. It's been tough. Um, my recovery trajectory has been on a pretty incredible pace. Actually, and it's still on an incredible pace. All signs point to a full recovery, and I'm extremely grateful. I've been blessed with great doctors and great therapists that have helped me get through this, and they've worked massively hard to make this all possible, all while putting up with my very persistent nature. So kudos to them for sure. Currently, I'm back at work, Nucor proud, and I'm back in the saddle almost completely at this point. I feel absolutely incredible every single day. I'd quickly like to acknowledge the absolute support of my company and my teammates at Nucor. Nucor's support was absolutely unwavering throughout this entire process, and undoubtedly a major contribution to my recovery. So thank you to Nucor and all the teammates for sure. There's no question in my mind that the strong support of friends, family, and colleagues like each of you, frankly, made this progress possible. From the moment I heard of Trav's initiative, to bring our network together, it brought a tear to my eye for a couple reasons. Years ago, Trav was in a near fatal accident in Vancouver, and I just happened to be in Seattle at the time, and I dropped everything to be at his bedside. And about 5 or so years later now, here we are. The tables have turned, and Travis McKenzie did the exact same for me. So thank you, Trav. I love you, buddy. It's the thoughtful and caring nature of all of you that's so incredibly heartwarming. When I was in the hospital and I got my phone for the first time, I went through texts and emails and had a couple of voicemails, and it brought another tear to my eye. Every chapter of my life was represented from kindergarten onward with some sort of kind words and some form of support. I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for your thoughts and prayers and support through this entire situation. I could not have done it without all of you. The girls and I are tremendously, tremendously blessed and grateful to have so many great people in our lives. It's incredibly touching. Since 2020 has been kind of a special year. And that said, I'll leave you with this. There's an old story called "The Chinese Farmer" by Alan Watts, and if you guys got a couple minutes, I encourage you to YouTube it. It's pretty powerful. The gist of it, the whole process of nature is an integrated process with immense complexity, and it's really impossible to tell whether anything that happens in it is good or bad, because you never know the consequences of what's perceived as good fortune, and you never know the consequences of what's perceived as bad fortune. No question, my accident would be perceived by most as bad fortune, and they would be right. However, your struggles develop your strengths, and when you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength, and that is when you learn. When my accident, it was a very conscious decision that I was going to learn from all of this, and I was going to use this to learn more. And I will tell you, I've read more books in the last 4 months than I have in the last 4 years. That's for sure. My girls and I are stronger because of this accident. There's no question. And I'll look back at the last 4 months as arguably some of the most impactful in my life in a very good way. I'm fairly certain that one day I'll look back at the results of this accident as good fortune. And I mentioned the Chinese farmer story because this year in particular, I think that we can all relate. 2020 has been a tough year for every single person. We have had a global pandemic, political drama, economic issues, all of which have set forth a pretty difficult string of events for nearly every single person. So we're all feeling it. Most would consider this bad fortune. I encourage you to capitalize on it. If this has been a year of struggle and hardship for you and yours, use it as an opportunity to look within, develop your strengths, come out stronger. Lean on each other, help each other, similar to how you all helped me and my family. Support and kind words. You never know how far some kind words will go. So if you made it this far, I certainly appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the update. If there's anything that I can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help. We are all in this together. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and I love every single one of you. And most definitely be safe. Thank you.